All right, guys. So we move from Joe Rogan to the guy Joe Rogan wishes he can be, Bill Burr. Bill Burr's been on fire lately. And I say that because what comedy has become in the modern day and age is like these right-wing edgelords who think that comedy is like, I'm just going to say the most extreme thing possible. And if I trigger the libs, I'm doing comedy, bro. And that's how you get to a point where like you got all these assholes that have brought back the Nazi salute and they think that it's like edgy, right? Because this is the mindset now. Well, Bill Burr is not that. He doesn't think comedy is just like, I'm going to trigger the libs. He thinks comedy is comedy. And he thinks you should make people laugh by saying things that are witty and incisive and true. So he's been on fire lately. You know, he came out and said that the billionaires need to be put down like rabid dogs. And I loved his bit about like, you know, all these people like, why did Luigi do it? I don't understand. Why would he do that? And Burr's like, everybody fucking knows exactly why he did it. Are you kidding me? These insurance companies deny claims for life-saving care to people because all they care about is their own profit. What are you talking? Everybody knows why Luigi did it. What are you, stupid? And so he's been doing his thing. Well, guess what? Bill Burr is now stepping on toes because the comedy world is very right-leaning now. Many of them snuggled up to Trump and sniffed his ball sack and told him it smelled like flowers. And, you know, the Rogan sphere is all totally sold out to MAGA, and it's humiliating. Well, Bill Burr, I'm sure he's been seeing from afar what Rogan's been doing, and he's just like, ugh, right? So, here, let me walk you through this feud. Ben Shapiro said Bill Burr is, quote, going woke. He's going woke, guys, because he thinks billionaires are exploitative and greedy. He's going woke. So Burr responded, all he knew is if he put woke on what I said, he would make more money. I don't know who he is, but that guy's a jerk-off. I got to work on my Burr impression. It's not that good. But is that not exactly what the right-wing trick is, bro? Is that not exactly what it is? I got an idea. Somebody on the left made a good point. Let's call it woke. It's literally a mental shortcut in an argument to say, I don't have to respond to the substance of what you're saying, so I'm just going to go, woke much, bro? Are you woke much, bro? So they say, this from Variety, Bill Burr lashed out at CEOs in December following the murder of United Healthcare executive Brian Thompson, saying, I love that fucking CEOs are fucking afraid right now. You should be. By and large, you're all a bunch of selfish, greedy fucking pieces of shit, and a lot of you are mass murderers. You just don't pull the trigger. That's what it looks like. That's why it looks clean. For them to be like, oh, why would anybody want to do this? They're denying claims and people are dying. Shapiro responded by claiming Burr has become woke over time. I think he became embarrassed that many people on the right thought he was very funny. So he decided he was going to go woke. Oh my God. How immensely based would it be if what Shapiro was saying here was true? That Bill Burr looked around and he was like, you know, I really don't want Trump fascist cult members to think I'm funny. I really don't want Elon simps to think I'm funny because I think these people are weird. I think these people are disconnected. I think they're in a cult. I think they're kind of losers. I think they're pathetic. And so he looked around and said, I don't like this company that I'm in. And so he decided, I'm actually going to do, in the spirit of Bill Hicks, in the spirit of George Carlin, I'm going to unapologetically come out here and tell the truth and not care about who the fuck it pisses off on the right, and also be witty and incisive and tell the truth, where normal people can listen and go, that's funny and that's a good point. God, he nailed Ben Shapiro's ass here. I love how much he nailed it. Yeah, I think Bill Burr's gone woke. Because Bill Burr says things that I disagree with, and that means that you're woke. Obviously, woke is disagreeing with me, and not woke is agreeing with me, so he's woke. And he says, look, all you fucking know how to do is just call things woke. That's literally all. Like, in your mind, you think you just checkmated me. You think you just, debate ending, mic drop moment. I'm going to call you woke. I win. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? That's not an argument. That's not a point. And all Shapiro's doing, and Rogan at this point too, is trying desperately to appeal to their right-wing audience. But guess what? They hit a wall because now there's actually a backlash to MAGA and Trumpism and Elon Musk. And I just love how dismissive Burr was of Ben Shapiro here. I don't know who he is, but that guy's a jerk-off. I made him both Boston and New York in that accent. I really got to work on my Bill Burr accent. But anyway, you get the gist of it here. Bill Burr, 100% right. Undefeated in recent days, I must say. And I have to point out also, every time I bring up Jon Stewart 2028, I've heard many people say, I really want like Bill Burr 2028, right? And look, I get it. I'm 100% there. It'd be amazing if a guy like Bill Burr ran. The thing is, I think there's literally a 0% chance of Bill Burr wanting to be president or running. Whereas with Jon Stewart, I think there's a solid 10% chance he would do it. I think he's kind of curious about it. I think he's kind of interested in it. I think he might be willing to throw his hat in the ring. So I think with Stewart, there's a chance. But I agree that substantively, Bill Burr is where it's at, right? Because he knows how to be edgy, he knows how to be charismatic, he knows how to be confrontational, he knows how to say things that are true. And most importantly, all the right-wing hack fake comedians, they have MAGA's worldview. And MAGA's worldview is these fucking woke people and these immigrants and these trans people, and they're the problem, bro. They're the problem in our country. I mean, Rogan thinks the biggest threat to this country is like pink-haired college students who are impolite. Whereas Bill Burr, he puts the ire where it belongs. He's like, hey, man, the problem is the billionaires. The problem is the robber barons and the corporations and their fucking greed. And how you got people working one job or two jobs and they don't make enough money to survive and they can't take care of their kids. And all of these problems stem from the ultra wealthy. So he'd be a phenomenal candidate, but I think he has no interest in it. But instead of him running, I will take him continuing to absolutely obliterate these right-wing hacks day in and day out. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.